All right, hi there, this is Somategis, right? So due to the conditions, living conditions, I don't have my equipment with me, right? So my was this normal lighting won't be in this video, and my audio, I don't have my microphone with me, right? But it's Thursday, so I need to force one video out, right? So today, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and edit the picture like professionally, and like I always like edit pictures, step-by-step process, and show you how I get to achieve the quality and the look of my pictures or the pictures I post on my Instagram, right? So as to establish credibility, obviously, if you hear, you might know, you might not know, I've been shooting for over 2 or 3 years now, I think, and I've gotten really good at the thing, right? So here I'm gonna take you through a step-by-step process. What might be a problem here is I'm not used to edit while talking as well. There might be an issue where a picture might not look like my standard editing, because now I'll be busy, disturbed with the video on the side as well, right? All right, we'll see. Hope you enjoyed the thing. Let's get into it. All right, so right now what I'm gonna do is, or what I'm doing is checking for good images, right? So this is where things starts, right? I have them on my Google Drive, and this is one of my favorite shoots, so I'm just looking through, maybe there's an image I can edit, right? Usually when I shoot like late hundreds to thousands of pictures in one shoot, right? And mostly because, well, other than due to the conditions happening right now, I shoot frequently, so I just choose maybe 3 and be done with it and move on to the next shoot, all right? But due to the conditions, I've been milking older shoots, right? So make sure you shoot well, make sure things are straight and whatnot. My problem right now is right here. I think I was starting, I'm not sure if I think I was starting to use I was using the 50mm lens, and the problem with it is that it's really tight, right? So it's really hard to crop for sites like Instagram, and I wasn't that aware of the fact, not that I wasn't aware, but during this shoot particularly, I didn't take that much notice that might be an issue when editing. Okay, let's fast forward this. And obviously most of the time it's not just one picture I'm just doing for this video. I have like 3-4 choices, import them, play with them here. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Alright, so when I come into Lightroom, brightness problems here. Come into Lightroom, you can just say auto, right? To do some minor corrections, and you'll see where the problems may be. Right, currently this is not bad, right? I'm not sure. Let's make it, let's see, make it cool. No, I think let's make it warm a bit. Then lift up the shadows a bit, make blacks black, then a bit on the vibrance, we want to promote the yellow here. Alright, then maybe -1 on the saturation. Yeah, here we're gonna, what's this? It's called contrast, right? We're gonna have some bit of contrast, not a lot, but just a bit. And then profile corrections for the lens and whatnot. Okay, I think it's in focus and everything. I think this is the first step actually, to check if things are in focus and whatnot. Then here it's called split toning. So here's what you're gonna do here. Depends on how you edit, but you wanna do opposite sort of like complementary colors. I like having blues in the shadows, right? And then yellowy stuff in the highlights, right? And then, well, I'm not gonna play with these, but for this particular picture, I think we're good. Let's have the shadows, lift the shadows a bit, not so much. I think it's already bright enough. Let's brighten the thing. I think that's good. All right, and then when I'm done here, I move on to Photoshop, right? I did in Photoshop. Obviously, sometimes we want to tweak a lot of other things still here in Lightroom, but I think I'm done with the process there, right? Let's move on to Photoshop now. All right, let's continue. So what I do, my first step is let's see the face here. We want to like retouch the face, right? It's called retouching. So what I do is duplicate these twice, right? Then I call this layer, and it's gonna be a blur layer. Call this one a texture layer, right? Then I form a group, right? Then what I do with the blur layer is, right? So what you're doing here, it's called frequency separation, right? So what I do here is I'm trying to eliminate blemishes, all right? And with this process of blemishes, retouching depends on who you're doing it for, right? But basically most of the time there is no rules, right? But some people say not that you're supposed to, but it's better if you just take out the parts of the image or of the face or of the skin that you feel like will be out in weeks, right? Like your pimples and whatnot, all those things that will be sort of not in the person's face in a week, right? Then all those ones that are permanent, you leave as they are, right? But as this is an art, it's gonna depend entirely on the person shooting or editing, right? So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna blur this thing. Let's see, usually I'm at around 8, 9. I'm doing this to see when these blemishes start disappearing, right? So around here, usually I don't go this high, but yeah, I'm gonna do it here so that I can emphasize what I'm doing here, right? Then we apply this thing, and then it's, why is it, have I not edited here? To 128, right? You apply image and to 128. Oh damn it, I have a shortcut for this thing, but what you do, you go to image, apply image, then you set the thing to blur, then set it to, what's this, subtract the numbers. There is 2 and 128, right? Then hopefully I'm not going too fast here, but I think if I go too slow as well, this tutorial will take like hours and whatnot, right? So, and then once I've done that, right, this is linear light, this is blur. So what I'm gonna do is, this is the texture layer, this is the layer with all the blemishes and the things I might want to remove from the face here, and this is a blur layer. This is the layer, what does it have? this is, let's say this is skin, blur is the skin, and then texture is the skin texture, right? So what you want to do when you doing this thing, you don't want to affect, you don't want to have, you want to blur the skin, right, soften it, but at the same time you want to make sure that you retain skin texture, right? That's why those letters, those layers are separated, right? So what we're gonna do here is where is this tool? It's called healing brush, right? Then we're gonna try and eliminate these things. Okay, if the healing brush doesn't work, why isn't it work? Okay, selected the wrong layer. I'm supposed to be here in texture, right? Let's try again. Yeah, right. Eliminate all the stuff you don't want in, right? I'm gonna fast forward this. Alright, I think I'm fine now. Bit here. Zoom out to look where there might be issues. Obviously, it has to be more delicate than what I'm doing here. Look like I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, then the next step is, so we're blurring now the skin, right? We blur it using the blur layer. Man, why can't I move here? Alright, let's go to this tool. It's called the lasso tool. Blurring the skin on the blur layer, right? Well, usually I have this being blurred. It's Gaussian blur, right? Blurred at the what's this higher radius than what's this the one I started with, right? So it was 12. You can go 13 here or 14. I don't go higher than that normally, and this is too high. I think let's say 13.5, right? And you don't select the whole face at the same time as well. You leave out things like hair because they have their own texture, and things like the eyes, things like the lips, and also what's this? Things like the eyebrows here and whatnot. So right, if it's selected like what's this accidentally, don't worry about it that much. You're supposed to leave it, but don't worry about it that much. The texture layer is gonna take care of it, right? Okay, so I'm focusing on one step a lot now, right? Usually what people do at this stage is turn the image black and white so that they can like see clearly what they're doing. Just select by Control D. I think there's still some other correction that I need to do here. Okay, remove these. Don't want them here. Alright. Then also this side, there's not much to remove, but you can still blur the thing. Also want it looking smooth. Nope, not that selection. Better selection. My table here is not really being supportive of this whole process. Man, I have a problem here. Let's see if it's visible. It's visible. Damn it, it's visible. Well, it's gonna be visible only to a trained eye, but you're not supposed to do this. Okay, supposed to have a fader here of whatever number you choose. I like having 24 there. Let's deselect, try again. And now a good fader. Actually, Okay, I'm rushing here, but I'm not supposed to do that, right? Supposed to have feather, not have 0 there. Then you blur the thing. You blur the thing. You don't want to have straight lines here. That's why you should feather the thing. Alright. Again, you're supposed to make shortcuts because I use these tools a lot, and every time if I was supposed to go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur every time, that's gonna take me a while, so I have them shortcuts for these things, right? Okay, other than that mistake, everything's going fine so long. Currently, what's happening here? Okay, then after we've done that, we get to a step called dodge and bend, right? So you have 2 curve layers, one of them goes high, right? Then Ctrl I to invert the thing, and then one of them goes down, not that down, but then Ctrl I to invert the thing as well, right? Bring up your brush tool, which is Ctrl B, and I want to move here. It's hard to move because I'm also recording the screen, right? This isn't supposed to go this long. Okay, so after that, let's go to the brush tool. You rename these layers, right? This is the black one. I named them black, but you're supposed to say dodge and bend, right? Then bright one. So what we'll do here is sort of like applying makeup. Bright one goes to these parts. Do this like this, and then like this, like that, and then like this, and then here. All right. Then these darker parts, this side. Yeah, you can clearly see the feathering issue I was having. Let me try it this way, because this isn't supposed to be like this. And then yeah, let's try like this. Yeah, it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to be just lines here. It's not supposed to be just lines like that. Alright, it's not that bad now. Alright, it's bothering me, but an untrained eye wouldn't see the problem. Okay, Ctrl D to deselect. Okay, then let's go to the black parts using our brush tool. So this is just painting, sort of 3D painting. Darker parts will seem like they are far back, and white parts will seem like they are elevated, right? Or brighter parts will seem like they're elevated. And then you go to the thing, then you feather it, right? Usually I'm around hundreds and something. I think this is too much. Okay, let's feather the dark one. Not that bad. There's something happening here, I'm not sure what. Let me play again here. This is a mistake you don't want to make, right? You want to do each step only once, because now it's cumbersome to the whole process. Okay. All right, not bad. Right, I've done frequency separation. I've done dodge and bend. Let's see. I think that was too much. No, not that much. Before, after, before, not that bad. Having problems here, so here's what I'm gonna do. Gonna add another layer, brighten it up a bit, then it's only gonna apply it to this side here. I'm not sure what's happening here. See those dark things there? Don't want them there. So I'm gonna try and correct them. Let's feather the thing. See now. How about it now? Still there, but only if you look at it too much. Okay, let's reduce the opacity a bit. Don't want too much. Okay, I think problem solved there, although not that well. Okay, so the other thing you might do sometimes, not all the time, is I want the background a bit darker than the subject, right? So I'm gonna paint the background as well. Increase the layers. No, let's say 1500. This is the brush size. Okay, what I can do so that you can see exactly where you've painted. Take this out. I want to separate the background from the subject. I want it just a bit darker, right? Well, the other option is to brighten the subject, obviously, but there's only so much you can brighten up someone before they look like a ghost, right? So what you can do is just what's this? Darken the background. I think I'm supposed to do like a video introduction to Photoshop as well, so that if people are interested, could learn the basics of Photoshop. Okay, don't worry that much about the selection because we're still gonna feather the thing, so it's not gonna be as edgy as it is here. And with the hair, I think you can just get into the thing a bit. Alright, that's bad, but not that bad. Okay, let's see improvement. Yeah, the whole image just goes a bit darker. Then we feather the thing a bit, but that's not that edgy. Alright, darken the thing. And then what else? What's going on here? What's going on here? Okay. And then once I'm done with that, this looks good, obviously, but well, it looks good. You can just take it out now, right? But I don't edit that way, so there's still problems here. These parts supposed to be darker because they're in the background as well. And my table where I'm sitting, it's not really conducive for this type of editing. And here, wait, what am I doing now? Yeah, it's stuck there. All right. Obviously, a trained eye can see all these mistakes I'm making here just because that I'm recording or not. Okay, then the next one, how do I bring in? Thing is, this image is already like contrast, it's well contrasted, but here's how I contrast images. right? I was supposed to turn down contrast that other side, which I can still do here actually. Where is this? Obviously I don't like using this contrast from this side. I use the one from the one I'm gonna do now, right? So just say black and white, turn down the reds and all these, and then soft light the thing, turn it down a bit. All right, that's good. Then color balance, 5 minus 5. These are the mid-tones, right? The skin and whatnot, all those softer ones. And then the shadows, I'm supposed to have -5 here, but I just don't go there. And then maybe 1, right? Looks good to me. See, not bad. Then the ultimate sort of contrast thing is this, right? Contrast is the difference between black and white, right? So just do this and convert the blending mode to luminosity, right? Then can turn down the layer a bit. It's now I think I've overdone some things there. All right, it's now in focus and whatnot. Not in focus, but contrasted and whatnot. All right. Then the next thing I will do is, well, this is actually okay, depends on how you want to do it, right? The next step is the final step. Some people make it the final step, some people make this the final step, right? So what I'm gonna do now is high pass the thing. So we're gonna create a new layer here and we're gonna apply, all right, apply image, and we match all these layers and normal blending. You say okay, right? Normally I have, what I do is normally I start with this, then end with I start with this, then end with this, right? So right now we're doing what's called sharpening the image, right? So usually I have 4 layers here, 3, 4, right? I haven't saved, which is very like ill-advised thing to do. Supposed to save every 10 because this thing might crash, right? So I have 4 layers. Actually I don't do them like this as well. Delete all these. Let's have them be overlay, then duplicate them 4 times. All right. Then what I do is high pass. Here's how it goes to the thing: filter, add, high pass, right? And then I start with the clues, right? So around 6, 5.5, I think it's fine as well. And these are the clues, and then press Alt to invert like the layer mask, right? And you apply the thing here, right? I think you can see maybe the difference that is happening here with the clues. You're making sure they are sharp, details are visible and whatnot, right? That might be too sharp, but we'll have another way of correcting it. Okay, there's people outside making noise. Alright. Next step is the hair, alright? Okay, forgot the shoes here. I'm not sure if they'll show in the final image, but just want to have everything covered. Why is it not showing there? I think it's too small. No. Supposed to press X, supposed to be white. No difference. Okay, let's go on to the next layer. And this is the hair. Let's high pass the thing. Maybe 4. Depends entirely on your style and whatnot. And then tool. We brush the hair, brush the hair, brush the hair. So how I invert the mask there is just to press Alt and then press this thing, Alt, this thing, have the black mask there. And then next step is lips and the eyes, right? So my go to high pass again. I have a shortcut. Usually I'm at 2.8 here, and then it's gonna depend entirely on your image, the quality of your camera and whatnot. So yeah, depends on that side. But how you see the thing, let me show you how you see the thing as to how you're gonna select. You see the higher you go, this is this part here shows you how a certain part will look, right? So I like it looking this way. So the higher you go, it's gonna show you like how, in terms of that only that part, how it would look. So I like it looking that way, 2.8. I like it being visible, right? Because sharpening is sort of like being visible, but I'm not sure if you can understand the concept, right? Depends on how advanced you are in terms of photography. But sharpening something means sort of like bringing it up, right? So that's where you look, right? Sharpen the eyes. Obviously there are other edits you can do to the eyes and the teeth, whitening them and whatnot. Just will leave them out for this video, right? And the lips, well, there are no teeth to whiten here, right? Things like jewelry can be sort of sharpened same as the same category as the clothes, right? Just make sure you don't touch your skin. Skin sharpening, well, depends on who you are and how you edit, but skin sharpening is one thing that is frowned upon in this editing world, right? So to sharpen just the overall image, I just put a bit like 1.2 or something like that, bit of skin sharpening, a bit, just a bit, but normally not advised to do the thing, right? Okay, and yeah, I'm done by then. All right, do I need a certain step? All right, no, I think I'm done. Okay, the other step here, you might see these things. I'm not sure how I didn't see them. Just see these things when you start, so that you can like easily correct for them. Don't wanna do them this late. I wanna remove this stuff here, this stuff on the floor. Let's see if Photoshop can be able to detect it and move the thing on its own. Feel it's cornered how I feel. Let's see if they can see the thing and remove it. I'll have to do it manually. Alright, they tried. That is not good. Alright, let's do it this way. Close. Let's do it this way. Where's this? There's a tool I'm looking for here. Okay, patch tool. Just move this thing here. It's not bad, but we have what's called also healing tool. Just copy from here and then paste here. No one will know something was removed there unless they see this video, right? Then maybe here clone stamp like works the same way, but it's a bit harsh, right? There's the line there, there's a line there, right? Once you get that covered, then start doing your things. Obviously make sure you are cleaner than this. no one will know if something was there other than you watching the video. All right. I'm not sure. I think the picture is too red. Whereas wanna push up the sides just a bit. This is selective color editing and whatnot. Alright, I'm done. Save the picture, then you crop it for Instagram. Okay, let's save it. It's gonna update on the alright, it's gonna update here, right? So it's updated. Hopefully it's updated now, right? So yeah, it should be updated. What you do here is crop the thing now. Going to Instagram, right? 4 to 5. Here's the thing. Depends entirely on your style and whatnot.